worship to Lord of each and everything. Indeed, I am your slave, created from the dust, a traveler in this world. I shouldn't feel such loss. La ilaha, la ilaha, la ilaha.
In the name of Allah, the All-Merciful, the Ever-Merciful, and blessing and peace be upon Muhammad alayhi salatu wassalam. Dear viewers, brothers and sisters, welcome once again to your program Clearing the Mist, in which we try to eliminate or to wipe out, so to speak, or at least to reduce the mist or the fog or the unclarity related to some Islamic terms. I realize that some of these terms may be new to you, and in this case we are introducing them to you for the first time, and that's why we try to do our best to provide a simple definition and a short definition of these terms which may be new to you. You may have heard of some other terms, and there is no harm in reminding you of the meaning, or occasionally adding a new piece of information to what you already know about these terms. In the last two episodes, in the previous two episodes, we dealt with some financial terms, and I hope it's not boring for you a little if we continue doing financial terms for the third time. Actually, financial terms are important in our daily lives, and I think that this would make up for any slight boredom you may experience. I hope it doesn't occur to you at all. It doesn't strike you as a little boring. We cover terms like, in the two previous episodes, we cover terms like hajr, sharika, mudaraba, muzara'a, salam, rahn or rihan, riba with its two types, and so on. And in this episode we are going to examine some new terms, important terms actually, dealing with financial matters, including al-waqf, or for convenience let's say waqf, hiba, wasiyya, qard, and aariya. Dear brothers and sisters, viewers of Clearing the Mist, let's have a look at the screen and examine the first of these terms. Waqf or al-waqf. Lexically, the dictionary meaning of al-waqf is standing or stopping or halting, but actually this is the basic meaning, or the original meaning, the lexical meaning, or the dictionary meaning, the denotation of the word before it is used as an Islamic term. In some cases we have differences between the lexical meaning and the meaning as a term. Sometimes the difference may be greater or lesser, and this is probably a case in which the meaning as a fiqh term or as a lexical term in jurisprudence is quite different from the basic meaning or the original meaning of the term. As a term, it means dedication of property to charitable uses and the service of Allah. Of course, there is a common element here, because you stop your property in a sense for charitable purposes. You say, well, I'm devoting this particular thing and for charitable purposes. Sometimes there is even some financial means coming out of this property, and again it is given to people who deserve it. Then it's dedication of property to charitable uses and the service of Allah, for the service of Allah. Then if you decide to build a mosque, for example, if you decide to arrange for a place where people can drink water, cold water in hot weather and so on and so forth, this is a kind of waqf in Islam. What is hiba or al-hiba? Our second term is al-hiba, which is defined as a deed of gift. A hiba is simply a gift or a donation. When you give something for no, you don't get anything back as a result of giving it, then this is what they call a deed of gift. And the term hiba means a transfer of property made immediately and without exchange. Made immediately, this means I'm giving you this, I'm making hiba, that's a gift or a donation for you. You are immediately in possession of this thing. It's no longer mine, it's now all yours, and without exchange. By without exchange, you don't pay anything for the thing you get as a gift or as a hiba. Otherwise, it would be something else. It would be a sale, or it would be another form of financial transaction. If you give someone something and you don't get anything in return, then this is the exact case of hiba, or the exact definition of hiba. We have words or terms related to al-hiba. We have the person who gives, the donor, the giver, and this is al-wahib. Wahib or al-wahib with a definite article. We have the one who, al-wahib of course is the one who makes the gift. We have al-mawhub, and al-mawhub is the thing given itself, the thing itself which is given away by the wahib to the other person. The other person is called al-mawhubu lahu. Al-mawhubu lahu. We don't have a u after the ba just for convenience, but the u, which is a dhamma in Arabic, indicates that this is the nominative case, halat al-rafa. It is subject, because there is no reason to make it accusative or genitive. All right? Al-mawhubu lahu is the person to whom it is given. Then we have al-wahib, the donor, al-mawhub, the thing itself given, and al-mawhubu lahu, the recipient of the gift. Our next term is al-wasiyya. Wasiyya or al-wasiyya. Here we have no assimilation. Al-wasiyya, the wa doesn't become anything, the la in this particular case doesn't come aware as the first letter in, or the first consonant in the word to which the definite article is attached. That's why you say al-wasiyya. Then in some cases we have what we call assimilation, make sounds similar to each other, and in other cases we don't. Here is a case in which we don't have assimilation. An endowment with the property of anything after death. Then al-wasiyya has something to do, or has something in common with al-hiba, with the only exception, well, this is the similarity. What's the difference? The difference is that the person to whom you endow this receives it after one's death, after the donor's or al-wahib's death, after the death of al-wahib or al-musi. Al-musi. Al-musi is the testator, the person who is making the endowment after his or her death. We have al-musa lahu, or the legatee. Al-musa lahu, the legatee. And we have al-musa bihi, the legacy or the thing itself. Testator, legatee, and legacy, respectively, al-musi, al-musa lahu, and al-musa bihi. How about qard or al-qard, which is our next financial term? It's money advanced as a loan. Money advanced as a loan is called qard in Arabic. And of course, as we have seen before in a previous episode, usury or usurious gain, usurious interest is prohibited in Islam. We are not allowed to lend people money and to get more money after some time. This is prohibited in Islam, and it's riba. What is allowed is al-qard al-hasan, interest-free loan, loan free from interest. You don't get any excess or any surplus money with an unstipulated due date. Then you don't get any more money besides the money you lent to the person, and also there is no stipulated due date. You don't say you have to pay this back after a week or after a month or so. In this case, it's a sort of cooperation between or among Muslims. And our last term is ariya. Ariya is a loan for the use of anything of which qard cannot be made. For example, the loan of a horse. If you lend someone your horse to use, we have another fiqhi term or another term in jurisprudence for this. If it is money, then it is a loan. If it is something other than money, then another word is used, which is ariya, like lending someone your horse. Allah Ta'ala says, مَنْ ذَا الَّذِي يُقْرِضُ اللَّهَ قَرْضًا حَسَنًا فَيُضَاعِفْهُ لَهُ وَلَهُ أَجْرٌ كَرِيمٌ. فَيُضَاعِفَهُ لَهُ وَلَهُ أَجْرٌ كَرِيمٌ. Who is that will lend Allah a goodly loan, then Allah will increase it manifold to his credit in repaying, and he will have besides a good reward, that is paradise. By good reward is meant paradise, and this is Al-Baqarah, Al-Ayatu Al-Mi'atan Wal-Khamisatu Wal-Arba'un. The Quran, chapter 2, verse or ayah 245. This brings us to the end of our third episode on financial terms, and the end of our episodes on financial terms, and we'll be moving to another subject matter in the following episodes by the will of Allah. Until then, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Traveler in this world, I shouldn't feel such loss. La ilaha